Good morning, everyone. Today's story is called My Best Friend. My parents and I live in a little cottage, and I am an only child, so sometimes it gets very lonely. But my parents really try. Dad takes me on his back and walks around trying to humor me. Mum takes me on picnics and trips to the mall. We do stuff together as a family. But where we live, there are not too many children on the street. So I am very lonely. However, next door, the home is for sale. Every day I think it would be wonderful if somebody my age moved in next door. I am 4 years old and my name is Fran. One day, I saw a huge van pull up next door. I got quite excited. I went to peep to see if there were new people moving in. And yes, it seemed like it. This huge van stopped, and the driver got out. And then there was a little girl and an older boy and a mum and dad that got out of the van as well. And they were moving into the house next door. Well, I was over the moon because I thought, at last, there will be somebody for me to play with. I hope that she likes me. And as she walked up the pathway going to their house, I waved at her and I gave her a big smile, and she waved back. I ran inside to say, "Mum, we got new neighbors. There's people next door, and there's a little girl. I think she looks the same age as me. I'm going to have a friend after all." Mum said, "Now, Fran, you know that it's impolite to look at people." I know. But isn't it going to be fun to have neighbors? Mum said, yes, it would be wonderful to have neighbors. Later that afternoon, Mum said, okay, I'm going to bake an apple pie and we can both take it across just before dinner time. Yippee, I said. And so Mum baked the apple pie and we took it across. We knocked on the door and the lady opened the door. Mum said, hello, my name is Nancy. This is my little girl. Her name is Fran. She said, my name is Fiona. And this is my mummy. Fiona looked very friendly, I thought. And so her mum said, please come in. And we gave the pie to her mum. And she said, please sit for a while. Meanwhile, Fiona said, let's go upstairs to play. I've got my own room, my own new room. I looked at Mum, and Mum nodded her head and said, that's okay, off you go. So I ran up the stairs with Fiona. She had a beautiful doll's house with lots of dolls in. And she introduced me to all her dolls. Oh, my word. I'm not going to be lonely ever again if Fiona wants to be my friend. We left and we went back home and I said, Dad, new people have moved in, and there's a little girl called Fiona, and she's going to be my best friend. I'm sure we're going to love each other. Dad said, that's lovely. And then school was almost going to start. And so Fiona's mom asked, where do I go to school? I said, I haven't been to school yet, but I am enrolled in the local school down the road. I'm going to be in the reception class. So Fiona's mum took her and she enrolled her at the same school. And what was more, Fiona was in my class. Oh my word. We walked to school together. We were big friends before the end of the year. Oh, what fun. Our parents became friends and we had joint parties and beautiful barbecues together in the summertime. We had such fun together. We had lots of other friends that we made at school. Our new school was beautiful and we had a lovely teacher. But Fiona was my best friend. We played with her little cat out in the garden, and she came over to play at our home too. I showed her all my toys. And one day, I wasn't feeling that well. Fiona was very sad. She went back home and she said to her mum, Mum, Fran is not well. So Fiona's mum said, oh, I have an idea. Why don't I make her some soup? That sounds like a wonderful idea, said Fiona. So that evening, just before we're going to have dinner, there was a knock on the door. It was Fiona and her mummy. She had brought me some lovely chicken soup. It was still hot and very delicious. I said, thank you so much. Fiona said, I knew that you'll get better soon because my mum's chicken soup is the best in the whole wide world. Oh, in a few days I was as right as rain. And she was right. We were ready to go back to school and play together, swing together, slide together, and have fun all over again. I love Fiona and Fiona loves me. We are going to go through school together. I hope that when we get older and older, we'll still be in the same school. I hope you enjoyed my story.